Hi everyone, I'm Rahul Agrawal. I'm bringing a series of video take up small functionalities of Business Central for everyone to understand how it works, what are the various features available. I'm going to make my video very small. I'm going to touch only small functionalities at one point of time so that we can learn the various functionalities of Business Central. I'll start today's journey with a sales order. There are various ways of opening a sales order. Your home screen can have a quick action button like this, where you have sales order. You can see your sales order from here in the cubes, the dashboard. You can go to the sales if it is enabled in your personalization and your menu, and click the sales order out here. And the easiest way, which normally people do, is click on sales order from here and get the sales order. So the moment I click, I get a sales order. It is asking me to create a new sales order. I don't like this. Actually, I wanted to go into a sales order menu. What I'll do is, and this will also, because there's a plus sign, this will also give me a new sales order. I want to go into the sales order list and see if I want to choose a new sales order. So when I click from the menu, I get a list of sales orders. I might look for one and say I'm looking for a sales order with customer number 20,000, and I get all these sales orders. I might say no, I want to create a new one. My intention was to create a new one. So let me just click this one. Now, Business Central is an ERP which has a lot of setups. And in my current version, all the setups are there. I'm using an IN version. So you'll see a lot of GSTs, TCS, and other things out there. Though I try not to touch them in the videos unless I'm making specifically for that particular version. I'm giving you GST training or I'm giving you TCS training. Otherwise, I'll try to avoid this. Now, the moment I do a it does not give me a sales order number because it's blank. Let me choose a customer. So let me choose the Canon Group PLC. The moment I choose this, my work date and everything comes in. The work date is different today, and everything comes in. When I look at the show more, it gives me a lot of fields which I might use, might not use. A few important things which I would like to take in today's video is one is salesperson code. It has come from the customer master. The contact and email have come from the customer master, and we'll go to the contact management in some other video. Uh, of course, you can campaign. They are from the CRM side of it. We might touch it later on. Responsibility center is a very good feature. We'll touch soon. It allows me only to look for a particular location responsibility center. I might assign this order to some other user ID so I can use that. My description is there. As I said, I will not touch the GST part of it in the today's version. Let me quickly see what kind of lines I can have. In the line, I can have item, resources, fixed asset, charge items, and GL comments. Generally, in 99% of the cases, we use either the GL or the item, and I'll try to use both. So let me take one of the items. As I told you, a lot of uh, setups are required, but it's all done in my case, so I won't have much of a problem. So I'm talking about the quantity. Now, if you look at this, it has given me, the moment I've given the quantity, I have not scrolled further. Let me scroll further and see if I get the price and all that. I didn't get the price because my price was not set up. So for the sake of it, let me put 100. It has given me 10,000, 100 into 100 and everything is there. Just ignore the GST part at the moment and everything is set. If I look at my fact box, it is giving me GST and all that. But what I want you to see is this. You can see for this particular customer how many quotes I have, how many blanket sales order I have. I'll touch blanket sales order in one of the videos. How many sales order there which are not posted? How many sales invoice are there which is not posted? How many sales return orders are there? How many sales credit memos are there? How many posted shipments are there? How many posted invoices are there? And so on. It also gives me a detail of what is the credit limit of the customer, how much is the credit limit available with the customer, what are payment terms and other specific things. Where I'm going to take you is that what is the item, what is the required quantity on this particular order, how much is the inventory I have. In Business Central, we have a setup whether we can allow a negative inventory or not. So as of now, we have allowed it and we'll post it. And other things that I can see. I can see the costing method of the item. Is the cost adjusted till date or not? Is the cost posted in the GL till date or not? And we'll touch it in my coming videos on this. So overall, it takes only few clicks to make a sales order. I took the customer, I took the item, I gave the quantity, I give the price, and that's all. Now, invest discount, I can give it here. I can give 10%. I could have set up it up on my setup, and then invest discount would have come automatically as well. The thing is, I can set up my line discounts and we come to the pricing in its on the video and all that. Now, if my customer is a foreign customer, I would see the currency codes out here. I can give my bank accounts from where I want money, and then I want this to be printed on my sales order, sales invoice. I can do that. I can see from which customer group it is coming, what are the payment discounts I'll get if I use this payment term code. This payment term means 1 month, due date is 1 month, but if I give in 8 days, I will get a 2% discount. Let me go down. This is very interesting. So by default, there's a ship to address, there's a bill to address, and the ship to address is out here. I can go and change it. I can give a manual address. I can choose a different ship to address at all. Similarly, I can have a different bill to address. I can use another customer. I can give a customer bill to address. Now this helps me in giving the right kind of invoice and all that. Foreign trade, nothing much out here. I can give my transaction price, my exit coins, my ports and everything. And this creates my sales order. Now, since my order is ready, what I'll do is I'll do a preview posting. What it tells me is that once I post this order, what is going to be the effect? So it's going to affect my financials, it's going to affect my customer ledger entry, it's going to affect my item ledger entry, and of course, there are taxations behind it. Uh, so let me go back. I would not post it as of now, but the moment I try to post it, it gives me option of ship invoice, and invoice, and we'll see all these option one by one. I can release it. So the moment I release it, I will not be able to do any kind of changes into it. I can go and do a warehouse shipment if my warehouse is activated. I can get inventory put away or pick if it is active. I can archive this document, which I'll not do it right now. And I'll see few things that it allows me on the release also, after release also, is like update reference invoice numbers and other things, which I can do even after release. Okay, let me go and first reopen this document. Yeah. Another functionality that Business Center allows you on a sales order is copy document. Suppose you have a posted sales invoice, you can use that document. If you have a quotation, you can use that to copy document. Uh, I can set a recurring sales lines, and we'll take it up in the next one of the videos. So that there are certain things that, suppose I'm getting a sales order for uh, rent, so I can have a recurring sales line, and I can post my recurring sales line every time, and I don't have to do it again and again. Incoming document is a very good functionality which a lot of, I would say 99% of our implementations do not use. Uh, I'll go into a video and show you this, but just to understand about it, suppose someone sends you a PDF and you would like to create a sales order from that PDF automatically. It is possible. Someone sends you an email and you would like to get an sales order from it. It's possible through incoming document. Like I said, we can set up this invoice discounts and it calculates invoice discounts for us. Move negative lines. We'll look into it once we have uh, replacement orders and all this. I can print this email. I can I can print this document. I can email this document. I can print the pick an instruction. I can create a and I get it attached as a PDF, which are the documents I want. I can get it attached, and you would see that in the attachments. I can print the work order. I can print the performance. I can print the sales. So these are the documents that I can do. Of course, I can set up my approval. So there are a lot of things that you can set up. That every time I'm creating a order, it should go to my senior for approval. If it is more than certain amount, it should go for an approval. If there's a certain percentage of discount, it should go to that person for an approval. All this can be set up out here. I can put my dimensions, whichever I want to put in. So my customer group has already come in. I can see the statistics of this particular order. Very wonderful feature. It is telling me that how much is the profit I'm going to earn on this, how much is going to be the cost for me, what is going to total profit, and everything is going to show me. It also shows me that what is the details of the customer. I can put a comment, I can put what n number of attachments that I have. I can see how many approvals I've gone in. If I've created a previous invoice after because of the partial shipment, I can do that. I can go to the customer details. I can see if there are any shipments which have gone for this order. I can see that. Again, you'll see a lot of things which are created. So if I have a special order, I can create a purchase order directly from this. I can create an intercommit order and I can go for posting. I can do a order promising. So we'll go to details of it. Order promising is capable to promise and available to promise, and we'll see how it works. So wait for the videos to see that. Demand planning and planning. We'll cover it up during order promising. Approvals we talked about. Reports and postings we have talked about. Order. Okay. What will feature? Suppose I have to do a kit. And I have to do a kitting. I can get an assembly or directory from it. Other way is, if you look at it, there's a something called quantity to assemble. So instead of quantity, if I put in quantity to assemble, it behaves the same way. Okay, first of all. But my item should be a bomb item. Otherwise, it will give me an error. So I'll go back. And so what it does is, when I'm posting this item, since because this is not an item, this is a bomb item, this is a kitting item. What it will actually go do is, it will post and reduce the items which are in my kit. That's a very good functionality that Microsoft has given in this Business Central. Okay. Other things that I can see is prepayment. I can see the history and everything. Well, that clears up my header part of it. Let's go to the line part of it. I can see a new line, delete, select lines and other things. Suggest sales line. Now, this is a co-pilot feature that has come in. Let me try. I've not used it in this particular version of it because trains in itself. Uh, so let me see. Add items which are most sold in last 3 years. Let me see. Add items in sales line which were last sold. I think there is something not balance lines and lines and confidence. Let me just try doing that again. Uh, Compared copy. item lines, chalo. Let me try this. Copy invoice line, last invoice number. Okay, I'll censor this. Let me try some more thing. Copy invoice lines from last 5 posted invoices. Let me try again. Let me try that. It should have given me. Okay, anyway. So we'll have to work more on Copilot and okay, but it has given me one more item. Okay. Then I'll go to the lines. The functions that we have is get price. So if you want to go and see what are the prices of that, the prices have not come in, I can go and get prices. I can get the line discount. I can export the BOM. If I'm not using quantity to assemble, I'll export the BOM and actual items which are there in this kit would come in. I can insert a tax. I can reserve it. Now this is very essential. Now suppose I have 100 quantities in my 110 quantities in my inventory and I'm creating 100 for this orders. Some other salesperson can also create 100 quantities or 20 quantities or 50 quantities for the sales order and might ship it. But I want to reserve for this. So I can use this functionality for reserve. Order tracking, we have to enable order tracking and it gives me a complete traceability from which order the item was created, from which order from which sales order the production order was created, and we'll look into it. I don't know whether we have order tracking created or not. So we'll have to set up the order tracking and we'll do that in the next video. Uh, okay. Then we have item availability bar. This you would see that lot into the item card and item list. So I can have item availability by an event. I can have it by a period, by variance, locations, and we'll do a very extensive video on item lot, bomb level, and util measure. And I can do a order level things. I can create a drop shipment. I can create a special order, and I can create a blanket order from it. Now I'm done with this. What I can do is I will just go to the home. I'll post my video and I'll do a ship. Okay, let me do something else. Let me go and change the quantity to say this is 50 and this is 5. And let me post the shipment from. So I'm just posting the shipment. Now if you look at it, my quantity shift has become 50, my quantity shift has become 50, my quantity shift has become 5, my quantity shift has become 5. What I'll do is I'll go to the sales invoice. I'll go to the sales invoice, create a new invoice, choose the same customer, and this is just for a quick demo. I'm doing it, and we'll go in details in the next video. And I would say get shipment lines. It's going to show me all the shipments which have not been invoiced. I'll click OK, and then I'll post this invoice. Now I've posted, it is giving me some error. Add salesperson dimension set. Let me remove this just for the sake of setup behind it. Yes. Let me see if I get any error out here. I shouldn't get any errors, so I would be posting it now. Now what I've done is I went to the sales invoice because in a typical in a company is that warehouse would do the shipment and some other guy would do the invoice posting. And I could say this is my posted sales invoice. It has done a rounding and everything. We're not going to details as of now. I want to go back to my sales order actually. Won't go back to my citizen. Man, I was seven. This was my sales order. Now, if you look at the lines, you would see that 50 invoice which should be quantity which was invoiced have now been shipped, been invoiced also. The 50 quantity which was shipped have now been invoiced also. So it has a relationship between what we are doing. The other way is that if my warehouse guys and invoicing guys is same, I can just do a ship and invoice. And my order gets deleted from here. I can see the posted invoice. Let me go back. My order is no more out here. We can stop this deletion of orders, or before deletion, we can archive this. This is all the setup. I would end my video here. Let me know if you want to see anything else. Tell me in the comments, and I would make the video on that. Thank you so much. Do let me know any improvement if you require in this kind of videos. I'll ensure that I take care of it. Thank you.